intercept, he reaches. I'm intercepting at the wrist. I can wrist roll down. He comes to my head. I can tuck my chin, wrist roll off. I can just start just with 2 wrists. However you want to get to your wrist positions, go ahead. Older guys, I'd really recommend working into those wrist rolls. Right here, we're in here hand fighting a little bit, wrist rolling off, having those positions, okay? We get down here, and I'm just gonna show you how to just pop and go to each side. My thumb goes down as I got the wrist roll to my free hand, and I'm gonna jerk it to my outside foot. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get him to get heavy with his feet and plant his feet. So as I wrist roll down and I jerk across, the side that I'm attacking to, that hand, that knee, goes to his toe right here, okay? If my head goes behind, great, a lot of different options. We're not gonna really get too much into the finishing, just how to get here. Other hand comes up, wrist roll off, feed to the opposite hand, knee, hand, go to toe.
This circle is not smaller and smaller.
It's gotten smaller and smaller. Can you guys all spread back just a little bit so I don't have a lawsuit on my hand? I don't want to land on it. I don't want to land on it. I weigh 160 pounds.
160, yeah, right.
Well, when you get old, you don't get on the scale, and then you lie about your weight, right? Well, I wrestle 57 pounds. I'm like, how am I beating you? I only weigh 170.
Because you are.
You can play the finger fight game if you want. Thumb goes down. Catch, reach.
Is that a game?
And older guys won't get into it, so this is where you start laying your little traps. You can catch, reach, fake, go single. A lot of different options, but I just want us to go off of right here, finger fight, pull to the opposite side, get him stepping, get him heavy on his feet. All right, let's go work with it. Ready, 1, 2.
So as I'm wrestling, so we talked about the importance of collar time with our back hand, right? Collar time with our back hand. And what that's doing, obviously, it's always keeping my shooting hand ready, right? Specifically if you're looking for an ankle pick, right? So from here, as I get to my collar tie, naturally most people, they think, oh, pull the leg to you, an ankle pick. Yeah, that's all right. But every time I'm doing that, I'm actually pulling myself away from it. So what happens a lot of times is I shoot and I get real extended. Right, and the guy like hits me in a slide by or something, and then I'm gonna scramble, and that's not very fun. So, as I'm focused on getting to my collar tie, right, backhand collar tie, so what I'm gonna do is the leg I want to ankle pick, I'm gonna pull it to me, but then I'm gonna circle to it, right? Because I always want to circle to the leg I want to attack. So, as I'm wrestling, if the leg's too far away, which usually it is, I pull it to me, and then I'm gonna circle to it. Right, and as I circle to it, I'm gonna hold it. So as I pull it to me, I'm gonna hold in, and I'm gonna start circling. Right now I can level change. Pinky to the back of the heel, chuck his head, get my takedown. So backhand contact, so think about what we've done so far, we're pulling the guy, right? We're pulling him, we're pressuring, we're pulling him. We got our leg fakes, we got our body fakes, we're trying to get him to take a bad shot, he's not. I pull, I circle back, there's my ankle pick. And as I do that, then we're going to get my ankle pick. I focus on doing this. I'm trying to put all the way to his heel, and I'm trying to make his toe go up. Right, and I do that with my hands. As I'm wrestling my partner, as I pull and I circle, I'm putting all that weight, I'm shifting all that weight through the back of his heel, trying to get his toe to come up. Into my ankle pick, into my takedown every time. If you miss it, snap him down, right? If I miss my ankle pick, his leg goes back, I'm snapping him down, we're right back to the same position we had. And that kind of closes everything together. So backhand, I'm trying to get to it, it's too far away, I pull, I circle back, I shift the weight through his heel, there's my pick. If you miss it, which is going to happen a lot, I snap him down, and I'm right into our go behind. I go to ankle pick, he's standing up, I can't get to it, right? I pull him down, pops up, there's your high C. Right, so now we start putting everything together. But for the ankle pick, backhand collar tie, I pull, circle back, there's my pick, gather the legs. If you find yourself really extended, just rip your arm down, right? and then I can punch to a high C, or I can punch to a double A. And then my finish. So backhand, I pull, circle back, here's my ankle pick, and my takedown. Got it? I go.
And the minute you start grabbing this stuff before you got hip separation, you're in trouble. So if coach, if he sits and he gets too excited, I'm like, okay, I'm not in good position yet, but I know what he's gonna do. I got my hand right here. Why do I got my hand right here? I got top hand here, I can scoop. He goes to grab, and there I am. Now what? Now I'm here, right? And he goes all the way over, boom, and we end up here, right? We end up right back here, okay? So, what coach is gonna do, he's gonna grab, not grab, just push it away and keep circling, keep circling, keep circling. There you go, I lock my hands, okay? Just keep going. There it is. He is in good position. If you stop going from good position, right here, I do this, don't worry about it, coach, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Okay? If you stop that hip motion, if you crack down here, and you stop this hip motion, because I do this, right? You stop that, and you go to squeeze, there it is. Keep that chest to the knee, there it is. Just keep wrestling. And if it is tight, you go to the other side. But that hip separation is key. All right, that hip separation is key. You cannot get hurt from that. Okay, you may not get away all the time, but you're protecting yourself, and you're giving yourself a good chance to stay in good position. Okay? It's the same thing. If I slap the mat, I just move, get small. Okay? Elbows to my hip, I catch. Start catching. Okay? This is good position here. This is good position. I'm good position. It's the same position. Okay? Chest is down, elbows are tight. Okay? Any questions on that? It's hard. It's the worst position in wrestling. But you gotta drill it. You gotta do it and you gotta stay disciplined. Okay? So how it really looks like, that was hard. That's what it is to wrestle, Mom. Did I ever get out of bad position? Bad, good, 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 good. See, it takes that long. You're not willing to do it. You're willing to do this, right? And get out of bad position. I'm not saying you're not, but you know what I mean. When he's riding you, you're tired. You just do this. Get in here and rest, and then go. Right? You ready? Last one. Rest. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. He knows. Why? Why does he know to get hip separation? Because he's a leg rider. And he knows hip separation is good for him and bad for me. Got it? Coach Izzy, you got a 5-minute break. 1, 2, go.
Okay, so I am going to set up this. So Pennsylvania cement job. I think everywhere else in the country it's cement mixer. All right, but I'm setting this up, all right, we were talking about whipping, we were talking about raising this guy up to try to knock him to a hip and to bounce, all right? If he's burying his elbow in, I want him to bury his elbow in. So my elbow is fighting to come up. I want to actively feel him winging down, okay? Now, at this point, my hand transitions from the elbow or wrist to his chin. So I'm looking to step up. I'm making him whip down. My hand transitions to the chin. I'm gonna go full send. Okay, so this is where he's got your arm, it's buried. Okay, you're chasing stuff down, it's not there. I'm just gonna be real sneaky and I'm sliding my hand to the chin. I'm trying to step up. I'm trying to make him feel this so that I can disappear. Okay? You're stepping up, the partner's burying his arm. You want him to bury it because that's your momentum to go. Here, he's squeezing. Yep, there's 20 seconds left in the match. I can't stalemate it. Maybe there's 10 seconds. Wherever I'm stepping up, he's winging down. Find the chin. Send it. Questions? 1, 2.
So my goal, when I go grab somebody, the number one takedown in wrestling is what? What's the number one takedown? Go behind, right? Go behind's the number one takedown in wrestling. I'm there all the time, right? Whether maybe I snap somebody down, I'm in a front headlock, front head trap, someone takes a shot on me, I down block, right? We're wrestling, we end up in a front headlock. Number one takedown in wrestling is to go behind. So if I'm wrestling somebody, snap your feet. If I have a single leg and I have this leg up in the air, do you think this is a stalemate or are you trying to take this guy down? If there's 10 seconds left in the match and you had this, you think about stalemate or takedown? Takedown, 100%, right? Same thing. We have that same mentality in a front headlock or front head trap. Too often we get here and we're thinking about stalemating. It's a big wasted opportunity, right? You know, if there was 10 seconds left in the match, would you rather be in my position or my partner's position? Mine, right? 100 out of 100 times. So we got to think about the importance of making, we're scoring here. And there's 3 things that are really important to score in a front headlock or front head trap, right? 1, I got to get their head on the ground, right? Head on the ground. So I like to focus on thinking about taking this head and putting it towards his hand. So what that does is going to create an angle, right? So if I pull it right to the ground, that's great. But if I can take his head and put it on his hand, that's a big deal. So that's number 1 most important thing, right? Number 2, I got to block his arm in some capacity, right? So I either go backhand or backhand, do this. I'm going to do this, right? I got to block his arm. So once I get his head to his hand, I'm either blocking his arm or I'm going to go to a drag. 1 of the 2, really important. Number 3, my chest has to stay high on his back. I guess 4 things. 4th one is I got to go to a far ankle, not his waist. But the first 3, if I don't do the first 3, I don't get a chance to do the last one. So a score here, right? My chest is on their back, really important. Where a lot of people lose go behinds is I do all these things right, and their chest is off here, and the guy just circles, right? He circles, and I just lose it. And we end up like in a no one scores position. So if my chest is on their back, it gives me an opportunity. Obviously, 1, I have height, but if a guy goes to like change or circle away from me, I can always misdirect and I can go back the other way. So 3 things that are really important: get the person's head to their hand, right? Head to their hand. I got to block this arm, whether I'm backhand to backhand or drag. And lastly, my chest has got to stay on their back, right? If my chest is down there by their head, hard to score. My chest is off this side, hard to score. So when I'm here, as I go to get to the corner, my chest stays high on the back, because now, no matter how fast he circles, I can just circle a lot faster, and I can get my takedown. Right, so my number 1 goal in any wrestling match is to get someone underneath me and score and go behind. It's the easiest, most efficient score in wrestling. But a lot of times we just hang out and stalemate and we waste an opportunity there. Right, so now as I'm wrestling, back in my tie-up position, as I'm moving, my goal is to try and get this guy to take a bad shot, get into my front headlock position. Now from here, head to hand, right? Blocking the arm in some capacity, chest on his back, and now I'm taking corner, getting my takedown, put them on their hip and finish in, right? Trying to get to your leg laces in freestyle. Also, the other thing that's really important, you got to know which way you're going. Who goes to the right? Go behind. Who goes to the left? Who doesn't know? Right? It's okay, right? You got to be decisive. You got to know. When I get a front headlock, I know, for me, I'm going right every time. Right? I'm going right. Right? Some people go left. So you take head the opposite hand. You're going to go left. It's great to go both sides. You're always going to have a favorite, but make sure you understand which side you want to go to. So again, head to hand, blocking the arm, chest on the back, getting my takedown all the way through. You guys got it? Yeah. All right, 1, 2.